What up? What up? What up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm sorry to hold y'all for waiting. My 49ers just lost, y'all. But y'all see the title. Judas. Don Russell. Who are you? You thought I was going to let you get away? You thought it was over? Let me give y'all the intro the way I want to do it this time. Let's go. All right, everybody. Something major came out today concerning Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now, as I sat here, I'm going through a channel of emotions. And the reason why is because I want to say this. I'm going to use a clip and I'm just going to skim through and let y'all hear some things as I narrate this thing. But loyalty. I'm big on loyalty. Credibility. If you don't have credibility, you don't have nothing. I can't stress enough. When I yelled this man's name out before, I'm sorry, I might get emotional with this. I was called a mole. I was called a snake. I was called the infiltrator. But one thing they didn't call me. One thing Don Russell didn't label me was an assassin. And on this day, brother, and I don't care if you're watching, I'm going to assassinate your tail. You have committed the biggest sin to every R. Kelly supporter there is. So, as I calm myself down, I'm going to use a clip from Blockbender TV. And I'm going to start with this. A blogger said not too long ago that Don Russell was the most credible person, and they believed that Don Russell was telling the truth about everything. When I call your name, I bring facts. No hearsay this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a clip from Blockbender TV, and I'm going to skim through it. And I'm just let you hear how Judas speaks. Y'all wonder why I call him Judas. Y'all about to see. And R. Kelly speaks. So when R. Kelly speaks, since we are supporters, what are we supposed to do? Listen to who we supporting, right? Not only am I going to show you or tell you what was said, I'm going to show you what was said. And because R. Kelly people are for real, before I start, I'm going to say shout out to Blockbender TV. Shout out to Levi for Kelly. Shout out to Carolina Diamond, a.k.a. Dr. Rogers. Shout out to Phases of Next Level. Shout out to Talking Loud with Keisha T. Shout out to Sky Zone. Shout out to Prima Donna. Shout out to T. Stevens. And shout out to Spit and Fire. Also, I want to send a special shout out because she laced me. Now, I'm going to reveal my source. She laced me with this. Dottie, I love you to death, baby. I owe you lunch, dinner, breakfast, and lunch again. Because now, in my Ric Flair voice, we about to go to school. You told us that this game was going to go down to the wire. This is it. Defensive thing isn't that it played out the way it did. Well, we knew NFC West. I mean, we knew this game was going to come down the wire. We weren't surprised.
Live on Blockbender TV.
Hello?
Damn, the voicemail treatment.
Nah, because I'm in the middle of something.
What are you in the middle of?
I'm taking care of something. Let me call you right back.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to call you back.
Okay.
Sorry about that, y'all. Here we go.
Brother, how you feeling?
You good, yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed.
Wonderful. Of course, my phone has been ringing a lot lately with people calling and making me aware that I'm being mentioned on different shows. And you know, I prided myself very much on the beginning of being quiet and standing back. You know, but when these shows and these accusations start flowing, and they have the ability to move around, then you have to somehow address them.
Right.
You know, there have been several rumors swirling around inside of Rob's camp, outside of Rob's camp with different people, you know, that have come in and out of his life.
Right.
And I like to address them. I mean, just to the point to say what my involvement is, what I've been doing for Rob. I've been knowing him over 30 years.
Right.
We should perform together.
As you should.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, and I didn't.
I'm going to pause it there. Listen to what he said. I've been knowing Rob for over 30 years. We street perform together. Continue.
I didn't immerse myself into Rob's world for anything outside of it. You know, I heard the song I Admit. I was headed to California. And when I came back to Chicago, he took me into the studio, we talked, and he laid out what was going on in his career and in his life, and I rolled up my sleeves.
Lies. Don Russell has been back from California to Chicago since 2009. when his house got foreclosed on. Continue.
You know what I mean? And I invested a lot of cash in rolling up my feet. Not one time did I ever steal anything from Rob to address those rumors. As a matter of fact, I carried Rob, and as far as the studio bills, as far as paying for, putting cash in his pocket, the last 2 of my credit card paid for all of that.
Lies. He said he carried Rob, and he said that he carried the camp. Lies. They had a shared account. The money that came out of that account was Rob's account. It was Rob's money. You don't have no money, you liar. Next.
I've got, as everybody's stating, receipts to show that. I paid for researchers, investigators. I brought a team together to find out a lot of information and unravel things as it pertains to why he was in the situation he was in.
He said he brought another team together. Lies. Rob told you to get the hell away from him when you did that bogus ass statement saying he liked underage girls on live TV. Don't play with the camp. Next.
Part of the other things that we were doing, we were diversifying his brand. I mean, Rob had only been, the people that had access to Rob that managed his career had only, basically opened up one door, and that was the door that, the musical door, and exploited the hell out of that, for personal gain and to benefit themselves. While he had.
Listen to what Judas said. They open up doors for personal gain to solidify themselves. I need y'all to write that down for a second because I'm going to show you the personal gain.
And other talents that nobody was actually taking a look at. So,
on accounts that nobody was taking a look at. What accounts was you talking about, boy? Next.
Part of what I was doing with Rob in the beginning was, we had set up some other side deals with technology, with consumable products and things of that nature. And we were working those deals out when Lifetime showed up, and it derailed all of that. So Rob said, listen, there's a lot that people don't know. And we talked about the young ladies. We had a lot of conversations about his background, his history, and all that stuff, his family history, stuff that I didn't know.
Lies. Rob don't talk about his personal situation with nobody. You're lying.
And what happened with his business. And I asked Rob, we would meet way out different places, and I would ask Rob a lot of tough questions about, his business dealings and young women in his life, and his family situation and all that. And he didn't have a problem sharing that with me because we had been friends for over 30 years. We street formed together. I didn't say Uncle Rob. And one time that I ever did deal with him or close any of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I didn't need that. Anything from Rob. So the first thing I can't want to address is one. This whole.
First of all, Rob is not going to share family business with nobody. He's very, 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 very private when it comes to stuff like that. Lies. But I'm going to keep going.
Between me and Dana J. Let me just, Eddie, I'll go through Dana, I'll talk about Steve and everybody. But first of all, I don't know Dana J. I thought him one time. Okay. I was around Rob for about a year and a half straight.
Let's stop that. He said he's seen me one time. I need y'all to count with me because 1 + 1 is not adding up to 2 when I hear that shit. So here's what we're going to do. First time we went to court, Don Russell was on a basketball court. We came in the gym. He looked up. He looked at the ground. He put on his clothes and walked out. That's the first time that we seen each other face to face, right? That's one. Help me count, y'all. Second time, and we went to the gym. He was on my basketball team. He was on my team. That's the same time that we got blown out 17-1 and the game only went to 15 and Rob scored all baskets and he was on my team. And then from that point, he said something slick out of his mouth. Rob told him, Don, shut the fuck up, you bitch. And then from that point, Don walked over to the side, put on his clothes, and left. Wait a minute. That's 2 times, right? That's 2. I need y'all to count with me. The third time, I came in, me and a certain brother whose name I won't announce, but he know who he is. We had a bet. And in that bet, I was supposed to play this brother for some money. So that game ain't happened. When I went in the gym, I asked, I said, is this brother here? Don looked at me. He looked at the ground. He looked back up. He said, no, he's not here. I looked up and looked over to the left, and that brother was standing over there hooping, and he said, are you ready to come get your ass whooped? I said, well, shit. Oh, we going to battle, but it's not going to be for money on this term. That's 3 times, right? So, Don, how do you get 1 time when there's 3 times I just counted out, and I gave it to you straight facts? I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish talking, Judas.
Every day.
Okay.
And I only saw Dana one time, and that was the day that Judge Jasmine came to the basketball gym. He was in the gym.
Judge Herbert said he only seen me when Jasmine came to the gym and I was in the gym. Lies. I was not in the gym at that time. I was gone home. Let's keep it 100. A certain lady who I'm not going to announce paid for her Uber to go, and another certain lady who I'm not going to announce gave her the address. I was already in Atlanta. I wanted to make sure everything was fine. So Don Russell came out and threatened this young lady. And this lady said that she was really in fear of her life. Now that she got with the other side, she changed her story, but that's fine too. Let's go on. I'm gonna let this nigga hang himself. I told you, Judas. I meant Don Russell. Who are you?
He's kind of weird acting to me, but that's brought down a lot of weird acting people around him. I mean, so for him
Let's stop. I'm kind of weird acting. No, I'm not weird acting, brother. I looked you in your face and you looked at the ground. And I asked you word to word, man to man, where is this brother at? Then I said, pass the ball on a separate occasion. And you couldn't shoot the ball. So I said, you're a clown because you're on my team and can't even score. And I set you up to score. Let's go, Don. Oh, I'm waiting for your goons now. Now I'm coming at you. Straight, no chaser.
to say anything negative about me. The reason I have an issue with Dana J is because he brought Jasmine there.
Listen. The reason why he had an issue, because I brought Jasmine there. Let me clear that up. Nano. She was a supporter. I didn't bring her there. She got there, though. We arrived at the same time. I wasn't going to leave her out in the street. Mistake I made, being nice. So I didn't bring her there, brother. When I left, that was merely a week and a half after when you met her. And let's keep it 100. This is what I'm not going to say. I don't know if you was trying to talk to her or not, but I know you threatened her. Oh, Don.
And meant to do Rob's harm. I know that because I tried to get her to leave myself.
Okay.
When she was sitting in the truck, I went up.
Listen to the idiot. He said, I knew she was there to do Rob harm because I tried to get her to leave myself. Help me make that make sense. Why would you get her to leave? Or why was you trying to get her to leave if you don't even know her? Help me make this make sense now. You want to plant people to say I'm a mole Don? You won't escape this one. Because I ain't even get to the meat and potatoes yet. This is just the appetizer.
I said, listen, who are you and what are you doing there? I'm here to see Rob. I said, listen, you need to leave. Because first of all, she looked young as fuck to me. And I thought that was a bad look. She was standing outside the gym when we left playing basketball. And I'm like, I'm not understanding why are you here? Well, I came in, from, I forgot what she said. She was from to come see him and go to his trial to be supportive. And I'm like, get the hell out of there. So I agreed to take her to the bus and drop her off or whatever be the case. She didn't do it, and I put nothing in Rob's truck.
Can I just real quick, brother?
Ask him, Block,
I want to stop right there for just a quick second.
All right, Block, ask him.
So about Jasmine, you mentioned that you took her to drop her off?
No, I didn't. No, I offered to drop her back off at the mega bus. She said she came in home, and it was $170 that she needed to get back home because she was supposedly stranded out here.
Time out. Here's my question. If you didn't have a prior conversation with Jasmine, and no, I'm not taking up for it, but I gotta keep it a buck. If you wasn't, or Or if you didn't have a prior conversation with Jasmine, how you know she needed 170? That's my question. If you only seen her at the door, how you know she needed 170? One thing I know about Jasmine is she ain't gonna talk to you unless she know you. Second thing, she ain't gonna go nowhere with you unless she know you. I mean, I just need somebody to make this make sense to me. But I'm gonna shut my mouth and keep on talking.
So what happened was Bug, which is just Rob's uncle, came out and he intercepted the conversation. I went in and had a conversation with Rob. Like, listen, man, who is this? She need to be here, dog. I mean, I'm telling this guy face over speak over she was here on.
Okay.
She flew in and she bust in to go to his trial and all. I'm like, no, that sounds like the other motherfucker trying to face. I mean, so no, get on up out of here. He didn't appreciate it. Rob didn't like what I was saying to him. I said, you know, Rob, at least you know. She actually was on the phone with another person, Cat Jones, at the time, talking to her.
Okay. Y'all heard him announce the name. I didn't. Let's move.
And Cat conferenced her in with me. So I'm listening to her. I'm talking about she was scared and, you know, and she didn't, it was just a crazy night.
Now, wait. He just said that she said to Cash that she was scared. But then after she was threatened and got with the other side, and she said she ain't never say that. So wait a minute. Don Russell, you said you ain't never threatened her. You said you ain't never had put no fear in her. So why would she be scared if you're the only person that she came in contact with? Somebody help me make this make sense.
I'm like, listen, you gotta go. That was the bottom line. Rob didn't want her to leave, so she didn't leave. It's real simple. I mean, I got in my car and I went on about my business. But that was the only time I ever met Dana.
Okay.
Never let him saw him in my life. Dana doesn't know anything about me, so he can keep acting as if. No, Rob is not the type of person that's going to tell you about his relationship with another person or how they, whatever they're doing for him in any capacity.
Okay.
Any, many, miny, mo, catch a liar by his toe. He just said 3 minutes ago that Rob discussed his family business with him, right? But then he just said right there that Rob don't discuss his personal business. Which one is it? Somebody help me make this make sense.
Okay, but
Dana wasn't in the lane that I was in, so I didn't care nothing about me.
so brother Russell, let me ask you this. What do you think would be the reason as to why these accusations from Dana is on your back? What in your personal opinion?
Dana teamed up with Will Leach in the I made a mention of Dana in a post that I put out, and it was that I named him as a snake because of when I investigated about Jasmine and how she actually got here and how she got in Rob's truck and it was through Dana. And I'm saying, don't nobody need to be putting no girls or nothing in motherfucking this truck.
Time out, Don. So, what you investigated about Jasmine, you put out that I was a mole, but you knew that wasn't accurate. But you did it because of what Jasmine did, right? Wait a minute. Now, I'm going to ask y'all, community, how many of y'all ran with that post and said, oh, Dana J was the mole? Especially the ones that's in the King of R&B group. This man just admitted and said, I don't know Jana, but I said he was a mole because of what he investigated about Jasmine. Well done. I'm glad you did that because now I can call you a mole from what I investigated about you. Now, when you investigated me, nothing panned out. And you had your little minions come and all your minions fell. Now, I'm going to show you what my investigation details. Let's finish.
Right now, while he's going through what he's dealing with right now, that was just what that's Rob. I'm like, he doesn't do any of that for Rob. I know who handles Rob's business. Matter of fact, it was me.
I've never said I handled Rob's business. I said I handled the rallies and I made sure the supporters were good. If I'm lying, can somebody post Dana your line up here? So now he's saying he handled Rob's business, right? I need somebody. If you got pearls, you might want to break them motherfuckers because it's coming.
Was having Rob, a majority of Rob's business at the time, because Rob's business had intertwined into my business. So,
Rob business intertwined with your business, Don, because y'all had joint accounts at one point of time because he trusted your mother. He never trusted you. He trusted your mother. But when you got a nosy little black boy like me that love Rob through and through and will stand on the front line and take every goddamn punch for Rob, I'ma show him why he shouldn't even trust your mother. Let's go.
Fast forward to answer the question. Listen, there's a lot of folks in Rob's camp that has snaked him over down to something he would never believe. And unraveling the truth and asking Rob questions about people who stole from him and things of that nature and poor members that stole. Nobody's even looking at, I mean, you know, these girls are all smoke and mirrors. The Honda Faces, the Stockton McGee, the Phase Rod, that's smoke and mirrors. That's what they want us focused on.
I agree, Don.
The people who really did wrong by this man in his own camp. And even when all
like you when you came around. Like Cheryl Mack when she came around. Oh, but that's another story. Let's stick with you, Don. I'll get Cheryl later.
Them coming forth an accusation, everything that they're charging him for now is not based on him having sex with any of these girls. It's racketeering, it's trafficking, it's things that they're bending law to fit to have so when he does have a day in court, nobody's prepared for that. And the only way they arrived at that conclusion is because of the people that's right around Rob, the managers that were stealing.
Wait a minute. So if the managers were stealing, and at one point you labeled yourself a manager, and I know for a fact that you stole money, Don. Aren't you talking about yourself in an indirect way? I swear I want to jump the gun and say something, but I'm gonna wait till you hang it yourself.
The accountants that were stealing, the lawyers that were stealing, the ecosystem that they designed to steal all this money from him. And the moment he started investigating they stealing, they planted landmines. So when he step out clean, they go up in his face. And I'm not just talking about 5 or 6 people. I'm talking about every goddamn body. He was $900 million in the hole that should have been in his pocket where everybody stole from him. They gave him a weekly allowance. And that's what I investigated. So of course I'm gonna have enemies because these motherfuckers know I know shit about their dirt.
Don, oh Don, oh Don. You did not investigate a damn thing. I know the one man that Rob put in place to do it, and when things start moving, that one man is still doing it to this day. I just won't name that one man, but just know it's not you, Don Russell. That man from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm going to leave it there.
And we're preparing for that when we get to court. Everybody's thinking we should be prepared for Johanna face. Fuck Johanna. She done done so much dirt in her years. Listen, I can oppose her in 10 seconds and this shit would be over with. Here's some motherfuckers like Cheryl Mack and a whole bunch of other names that don't nobody know exist in his life. And Barry Hankerson and goddamn Lindsay and goddamn Joan and Diane and Cash. Don't know anybody looking at them folks. Those are the ones that need to be under scrutiny and investigation right now. Fuck a Dana J, fuck a Johanna Pace. They ain't done nothing. We can get them out the way real easy.
Did y'all hear that? Fuck a Dana J, fuck a Geronda. They didn't do nothing. So sorry about that, but Dana J and Geronda didn't do nothing. So why would you label me as a mole and then come out your mouth and say Dana didn't do nothing? So damn, for all the people that say, oh, Dana was the one sharing messages. Y'all see it wasn't me. The man just told y'all for himself. Let's go deeper.
About the ones you stole, man, it seemed as if he was doing all this crooked shit, and just to get out of, just to throw him under the bus so he could come after them. That's what we're dealing with right now. So Dana don't know shit about none of that shit, so he needs to stop. He can tell us about these hoes all day long. All he's doing is distracting people from the real folks that have wronged this man and put him in that situation. And I wasn't one of them. I just came around the man a year and a half ago.
Oh my God. He just came in a man's life a year and a half ago, but he known him for 30-something years, right? Help me make this make sense. And then he said, Dana can tell you about the hoes all the time. That's a distraction. Dana don't know nothing about no other stuff, right? I'm going to drop a little nugget just for my followers, all 192 of y'all. But I'm going to tap into, and you know what? I'm going to tap into old girl Hollywood next. Come on, if y'all want this exclusive, get them likes up. Y'all got to get them likes up. If y'all want this exclusive. Because, see, everybody think Don Russell is so truthful because he can speak well. Well, I can speak well, too. I just like to speak from the hood. And I like to play a little bit. But let's let Don finish exposing himself.
Has been done already. I mean, stop with that shit. Like, I came to help this guy. I've known him since my childhood years. He off this man today. I spent over 100 grand.
He came to help this guy, and he sent over 100 grand. Nigga, your apartment and your house got repoed in California. So how can you send anybody else 100 grand? Nigga, please. Come on, man. Damn.
And that I definitely can show. And if you Google my ass, you can see that I've got a background where it's possible. I've done good things in Hollywood. My family owns a chain of restaurants. I own a tech company, president of CEO. We fixed $3 million a couple of years ago for that tech company. So what?
Don, you own a tech company. You telling on yourself, bruh. So are you the one behind all these dummies accounts that's attacking people? Oops. I'm going to let you tell it.
What am I doing but bringing my resources to the table to help this man? And people like Dana that's throwing shade on that, they're not helping him. They're not helping that man by doing that shit. Rob told Green, I'm going to twist to Greenberg real quick. Rob told Greenberg and I'm...
Wait. Before you get to Greenberg, Dana is throwing shade and he's not helping that man. Oh, well, let's see who's helping who.
The interview was after his fucking phone, and it's funny, he spoke after his phone, but Dana was not me. He took us in the studio in the back room, me and you, Greenberg, and said, Greenberg, work with Don, he's got the shit that you need to free me in this case. But this was when the case was a lot lesser. This one was lesser charges. This other shit that became federal and all that. Rob let down Greenberg for that shit. Matter of fact, Greenberg was brought to Rob out in the cold. Who handled the Bill Cosby case. She couldn't do it, so he stepped his ass in when it was lesser charges. He's not equipped to handle these motherfucking charges that I just Rob, which is why I brought in Ment off of that shit. And nobody else did. The hospital up in California met the man, brought him here twice, met him here, never said anything about the shit because Rob needs that level of attorney to put a blanket on this shit. He needs Hansel Wyatt, that level of a PR specialist to come in and blanket and control the fucking press. That's what he needs. Not these low level motherfuckers who ain't never had a dog fight at the top of the mountain. They can't even breathe with this shit. So for that,
Don Russell, you going in on Greenberg. You said all this crazy stuff, right? But I got a question. When was you ever at the top of the mountain to have a fight, nigga? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going.
they keep going out here and none, first of all, none of these motherfuckers get along. They don't communicate. Doug doesn't communicate with fucking Greenberg. Greenberg don't communicate with Ray. Ray don't communicate with nobody. Nicole, all them motherfuckers are long range just trying to sling bullets and get pressed and shit for their own good. They're not helping that man. And if this will cause them to do it, then guess what? Bring y'all ass together, have some strategy sessions. Hey, listen, I had some fucking information that was valuable to the winning the here and out. So Rob told that motherfucker to talk to me, and he won't do it. Why? Why is it that he won't sit down and get the information that I have that nobody's focused in on? We don't want the world to know. I just want them to know. We're not trying to let the other side know about what we've come up with that will help defend this man. I want him to have it so he can use it to defend this man. And if he decides it's no good, it's fine too. But Rob asked that motherfucker to do that shit. And he still to this day will not fucking come out here and throw shots in the dark and shit that we did. If you want to know who ended Rob's motherfucking tax body, I did. I'm sorry, my mother did that shit. We eliminated those.
His mother. Then he said they eliminated Rob tax funds, right? You got to be a notary to take on taxes, right? Watch this.
tax problems for them. He's not going to have no issue with the IRS now. Can't nobody else come up and tell you the process that we took in to eliminate some fucking problems. I guarantee you they can't show you the signature, the passports, the driver's license, all that shit that I have in my possession. It's Tony portal. It's Tony contract. I have all of that shit. And I'm not leaked any of it because you know what? I want it to go into the hands of the right person. Not these low-life motherfuckers who are trying to touch do books, stand in front of a fucking camera or microphone at every step. He wouldn't have that shit if he was out. Everything up there, all the robbers on the street, he would not have your ass thinking his dollar or raising money in his dollar. That's bullshit. So cut it out.
So it's out.
Don. Come back, Don. And my Gayle King voice. Don. You didn't want us raising any money for Rob because you had your little fundraiser going on, right, Don? Don, come on, Don. Sit down, Don. Talk with credible sense, Don.
Like, I hear the passion in your voice, and it obviously is weighing heavy on your heart. And I'm glad that you're actually out here being man enough to, approach these platforms and speak your mind. I guess the question I have.
I don't have to call any of this shit. I got Rolling Stones, CBS, NBC, all of them put me in front of a camera. But the moment I get in front of that camera, I'm a target now. I can't.
He got Rolling Stones, NBC, Lifetime, and everything to put him in front of the camera. Right? Y'all watch this shit.
Still on scene with PD. Got one being transported to Kennestone Hospital for dislocated shoulder. Nobody was actually shot. Shots were fired inside the unit though.
I didn't do that shit. I get articles here for months ago.
Copy, what kind of damage are we talking?
All the other managers
By the way, what unit is this?
You don't need another manager. I'll be looking.
It's gonna be 2 Echo.
When it's spoke, the papers.
Confirm we had issues with them before.
Spoke so eloquently, and I had so much background that they researched.
So you're putting.
I'm not sure of the damages at this time, besides the bullet holes in the wall. But last week we had an issue where the suspect came over and took a cinder block through the victim's window.
I'm not saying you're worried. I'm just picking up the accusation. Now, I'm
10-4. I'm sending alert to management now.
Because all of this is heavy and it's dark.
10-4.
These streets right now is dark. So what I'm saying is that are you saying that Dana is responsible for putting a hit on you? Do you think that Dana has
It's
that?
not just Dana.
Me?
It's not just Dana. Dana working with Media and a few other folks too.
So they're putting a hit on you. You think that they're all
They're putting
in?
it on me because they know what I know about them. See, I could easily put this shit out right now, but it's not going to help in this case. I'm putting it in the hands of the right attorney.
Wait, he can easily put it out now, but it's not going to help Rob win his case. So how do you have anything that's going to vindicate Rob, but then you turn around on Block Minute TV and said, what you got is not going to help Rob win his case? Help me make this make sense.
Yeah, a couple of attorneys that came in and interviewed with Rob. Mesinoff is sitting back in the waiting. He wants money. We got ways to raise the money, but they won't give it as long as fucking Steve. This because he's a fucking idiot. Look at the fucking motion he filed. They gonna say his client wanted him to do. I don't give a fuck. If my client can't want me to do that, I wouldn't have filed no motion saying he needs to see his two girlfriends. He got a right hand problem and a fucking radio. That's the dumbest shit in the world you could put in a motion. And then laughing at Rob and his ass all over every day. So the dumb shit like moves like that they keep making.
Let me ask you.
Then the judge said, tell him to shut the fuck up. He did.
So let me ask
And
you.
then you had a federal attorney coming down and tell you, don't file that fucking motion because it's not going to help. I'm preparing one that will get him. I'm not going to say what the solution is if they wanted to do it, but if there was a solution to it, Greenberg goes ahead and does the shit anyway. He's not even a fucking federal attorney. He's fucking a state guy. He's horrible at that. He got fired for Patterson. Two personal the police officer was fucking being incompetent. The fucking knucklehead. If you want to shut me up, call me and give me your fucking office so we can have a conversation. But other than that, I'm going on every show and I don't give a fuck who likes it or not. And I'm going to tell the goddamn truth. So at least it's out there in Ken, when people start seeing this shit, they're going gonna come to your ass with it.
So let me ask you.
Block. Hold on, Block. And my Levi voice, I gotta interject, bro. Hold on, bro. He said, when people see this shit, they gonna come at Greenberg. So when people see what I'm about to release, I wonder who they gonna go at then. Let's talk.
This is a question all like way out center field. A price on your head. How much would that be?
Oh, hell no. On my head?
Yeah. I mean, what would be the purpose? I'm just asking you, what would be the purpose? Like, who would benefit from you being removed from the face of the earth? What?
And my Key Sweat voice block, I'm gonna answer you. Nobody. Let's go.
The whole crew. Shit, I know how they stole, where they stole what from, the bank accounts, the treasury, all this shit that they said, the formal money for the debt. I got all that fucking information.
Really, Don? All right. I don't even want to hear this no more. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. I don't even want to hear this no more. I got a question to ask you, Don. Are you going to tell the feds that you did that bomb threat on Lifetime? That's all I want to know. Are you going to tell the feds that? Are you going to tell the feds what's really going on? Are you going to tell these people on YouTube streets how you got pulled over for a gram of weed and you sold another drug dealer up the river for the rest of his life because you got scared?
126, code 4.
That's all I want to know. Is you going to tell the truth or what? Since it's Tell the Truth Monday, shit. Let's tell the truth. Well, Don, why are we talking about telling the truth? I'm going to ask you this question, Don. No, I ain't even going to get into the indictment. I ain't even going to do that. No, can't even do it. No. I'm going to get into this right here, though, bro. Nope. Can't even do that one. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Nope, can't even do that one. Okay. Now here's where I'm about to get mad. Hold on. Here it is. Done. I'm going to ask you this. Do this look familiar? Now we go to school. You see what it say? Testimony. I, Robert Sylvester Kelly, of an Illinoisan of Chicago, Illinois, state, make oath, and say hereby affirm that 1. I do not accept this offer to contract and do not consent to these proceedings. What proceedings? They are so doggish. Then you said Robert Sylvester Kelly. You put his name in all this. The common law copyright. So that lets me know that you know a little bit about name copyright and UCC, right? But I got a question. Who name is this right here with his arrow going? This is not R. Kelly's handwriting. Who name is this as a witness? I don't recognize this handwriting. This right here. Let's go a little further. This is what you sent to who? Faith Rogers. Somebody that you talking to faithfully right now, Don. What is these people going to say when they see this? You got a notary. Ooh, who's your notary? Your notary say June A. Barrett. Notary Public, State of Illinois. Expires November the 15th, 2020. Uh-oh. But when I go a little deeper, June A. Barrett is your mother, Don Russell. And when I look, current commission date, 11/15 through 2016. Right? Date 05/19/1994. Last issued 11/15/2016, right? Homeboy, do you recognize that her shit been deactivated for 4 years before you even did this bullshit, bro?
Marketplace code 4.
You say it expires November 15, 2020. This thing said it expires 11/15/2016. I got a question. Can you count or is you dumb? Because one is a conflict of interest. Your mother can't sign for you. You live with your mother, Don. 2, you got to be a well-known notary to do something like that. Don, you got the people fooled. Wait a minute. Merchants Bonding Company is mutual, but your commission was on 11/15/2016. That means you never filled out the paperwork. You don't have a history. This was your bond number, but then your surety is deactivated. Bruh, come on, man. You gotta do better than that, man. Now, I'm gonna let the public know. That letter is the reason why Rob ain't get a bond in New York. Because it make it look like he's witness tampering. Oh, Don. You might can wiggle out of that. But let's see if you can whittle out of this, buddy, pal. Let's see if you can wiggle out of this, buddy, pal. And what I like doing is calling this when you lie on a man who have everything to lose, but he got friends that don't have nothing to lose. I come for your neck. I want to say this, and this gonna confuse a lot of y'all. But right now, if Hollywood Next is looking, I know she ready to fire your ass up, Don. If she don't call you and cuss you out and call you about 34 bitches. And I'm going to say this. If she don't call you as many bitches as she called Azriel, I'm going to say I got a problem with Hollywood Next. Because now we showing the proof. You had her fooled. So now she should cuss your dumb ass out. And I mean cuss your ass out. From kingdom come to kingdom go. And the reason why is this right here, Don. Today is today. I sent this to Phases after it came to me. It says the top executive in the National Enquirer tabloid empire proposed an elaborate scheme to secretly funnel more than $1 million to accuse, you see what it say? Accused rapist and pedophile R. Kelly. I don't agree with none of that shit. According to documents and an audio recording. Digital footprints, audio recording. The payment to Kelly would have rewarded the jailed R&B Singers Corporation with a televised documentary series that Dylon Howard was hoping to produce for the Enquirer's parent company, American Media Inc., and sell to a network. Well, Don, I'm going to say this. Don, you say you ain't do nothing, right? Let's see what Mr. Howard had to say. The 37-year-old Howard, who used to be editor of the Enquirer and is now a senior vice president at AMI, negotiated over several months with Kelly's representative, who that say? Don Russell, according to material reviewed by the Daily Beast. During one of their conversations, which was tape recorded. Uh-oh. So, Don, you don't got other people recording. Somebody recording you. Howard suggested forming a shell company and using secret licensing agreements to hide payoffs to Kelly. He said AMI would then market the docuseries as independent of Kelly, an object of national revulsion who is accused of sexually abusing girls as young as 13, which is not true. I've never seen nobody underage. Then he said no network is going to buy or pay Mr. Kelly. They simply won't do it. They are not going to make the public relations hit associated with doing business with him. Howard can be heard explaining to Russell in the recording of the phone call, which was authenticated by the Daily Beast. That means they went and got somebody, a specialist, to authenticate it. Obviously, we would be embedded with you, so it's not as if it really is independent, but it has to be sold to the market as independent. Let's see what else they say. On the recorded call, Don, Howard stressed to Russell that Kelly is a lightning rod, and thus, in order to get a TV outlet to bite, they would need to hide any paper trail. No one is going to touch him. The only people that are going to touch him are independent media companies that will take the risk because they know that it's a good story. And on the flip side, the story will be monetizable. Howard explained. So, here's what I like. You are not going to get any Lifetime, TLC, CBS, or anyone else throwing a cent at you, Don. That's why we've got to structure it the way I'm saying we got to structure it. Howard insisted. Then he said, let's not exchange emails about this. He cutting off the paper trail, dummy. Howard also advised Russell, let's just jump on another call and go over the finite points that you come up with, and we can continue discussions. Let's continue. In a written statement to the Daily Beast, Howard said the discussion stemmed from a pitch by Kelly's camp. And went no further than general exploratory decisions between them and myself, and was never advanced internally at American media. During these conversations with them, I outlined my raid challenges, including the scope and seriousness of all the allegations against Mr. Kelly, the necessity that the production be an objective portrayal, and the conceptual difficulties in the fly-on-the-wall approach to Kelly's legal defense. Howard said, no final decisions were made between them and I on how a deal would be structured. Had a deal been pursued, I obviously would have made sure that any music was licensed or sought location releases. That the suggestion that had a deal been pursued, I would have misrepresented the transaction to potential outlets is both pure speculation and false. Wait a minute, let's continue. How do you profit? Howard continued. Don said, I license music from you. I license locations from you, such as homes, eat, etc. And that is how you get profit participation in such a production, because no network is even going to allow a production company's books to show on their books that there is a money trail going to you, Don Russell. So it would have to be a production company through a shell company through to whatever company is designed on your end for the licensing and locations, licenses of music, and other things we can creatively come up with. Let's continue. Kelly's Chicago-based criminal defense attorney Oh, I love this. This is what Rob had to say. Kelly Chicago-based criminal defense attorney Stephen Greenberg said he visited the singer in jail on Monday, which is today, and asked him for a comment. Greenberg told the Daily Beast, this is literally what he said, meaning word for word. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I don't have any fucking idea. I don't know anything about it. People are always trying to do stuff, make money, cut a deal, and tell me they got this opportunity. The lawyer added, there are always people trying to capitalize on the fact that they know R. Kelly. Russell, a longtime associate of Kelly, who described himself as his manager in the spring, denied the conversations had happened. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Let's continue. He denied it, right? But watch this. On the call, Russell relayed Kelly's interest in striking a deal, citing mushrooming legal costs for the I Believe I Can Fly singer, who at the time was jailed on state sex crime charges and about to be indicted by federal authorities. We are dealing with an important and embattled artist who everyone counts on his ability to generate revenue, Russell said. So I got to make sure that if we are going to do this, that then is considered by all parties, that we have to make sure he can pay legal fees, bills, and all that kind of stuff, Russell added, because that puts him back into position for the next steps down the road, which is the movie of R. Kelly. Once he reigned supreme with this, Russell then told Howard, I'm sure you guys will want to have the first crack at that. I'm going to pause there for a second. That explains why you need Rob to stay locked up, brother. Because you're trying to go backdoor and steal from a man who fed you. I know for a fact you hung around and you couldn't buy your kids nothing for Christmas, and that man paid for your kids' Christmas. And this is what you do to him? Nigga, you a fraud. You are not allowed around R. Kelly again. If I see you anywhere around Rob, I'm going to bust your face open. I promise you that.
6'8" cold.
I'm tired of y'all playing with Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm tired of it. But I want to finish. Let's continue. He said that Don Russell said that he never did this, right? But watch this. The authenticity of the audio recording was confirmed by Robert Mayer, a professor of computer engineering at Montana State University Bozeman, who performed a spectrographic analysis to produce a spectrogram, a graph that can be used to compare fundamental frequency, pronunciation, cadence, and range of pitch between two samples. There is no way to prove with 100% confidence that talkers in two different recordings are the same individual, but the audio comparison points to the likelihood that this is the case, Meyer said. In addition to the calls, there was a flurry of email activity during the months of negotiation between Howard and Russell that show Howard was insistent that AMI could not directly pay R. Kelly, according to documents reviewed by the Daily Beast. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to try to, in my Tasha K voice, I'm going to have to sip some tea to that. But I'm not finished. Don Russell. You're an upstanding man, right? You're a very upstanding man, right? Okay. Well, I got more. Check this out. Here's what Rob had to say.
4. Copy 77 code 4.
So I got more. Don, you go here. Me and Dolan have never spoken in that capacity in regards to a docuseries or anything with R. Kelly. He said in a phone call on Monday. That's what Rob said. I don't know Dolan in that capacity. I didn't come in to negotiate deals. No, Don Russell said this part. I don't know Dolan in that capacity. I didn't come in to negotiate deals, Russell added, claiming he was just trying to promote Kelly's side of the story to the media. Now see how he live switched? I don't know Dolan in any capacity of negotiating anything with him outside of shining a light on the fact that there are a lot of untruths in what they were about to be printing. And they backed down and didn't run with it. I'm going to stop right there for a second. Don, you changed your story too many times on this, right? So if you innocent, Don, I got a question. If you innocent, because we all know you pussy, we all know you can't fight. So if you innocent, why would you enter this third installment? The third installment goes like this. Before Don Russell hung up, Russell made a threat and said, I'm going to tell you something. Publish the story. If I receive any negative backlash in business, I'm coming after you personally. Now you take that however you choose. My brother, have a nice one. Well done. Here's what I'm going to say to you. And you take this any way you want, brother. I'm coming after you personally. You will never be able to show your face around R. Kelly again, brother. And to all the big dogs in Chicago, Dana J love every last one of y'all. But I got one question to ask you. I'm from Baltimore. And where I'm from, we don't have rats running around. So I got a question to Chicago. How do y'all let Don Russell and his lying-ass mother run around knowing that they rats? Can somebody answer me that? Can somebody riddle me that? I've never seen a rat run around and be comfortable. In my Levi voice, do you feel me, brother? Do you feel me? Where I'm from, we exterminate rats. So why, Chicago, are y'all allowing a rat amongst y'all? That's my only question, brothers. And I'm going to leave it there. Don Russell, you've been exposed. 1.1. But then I'm not finished. I'm going to take it a step further. I've showed the Discover card that you sent to Trania Davis' house when you had people thinking that she was R. Kelly's lawyer's assistant. Y'all heard me talking about the $14,000 that went to Trania Davis' house from Don Russell on Hangouts acting like he R. Kelly. Don, I understand you want to be robbed, but there's only one R. Kelly. There's only one R. Kelly, Don. And you not it. You not it at all. Matter of fact, you ain't nowhere close to it, fat boy. And I'm saying it to you. So now you was dumb enough to go public, and you never go public. So now my problem is Chicago. How can y'all let a rat run around? Can somebody, I'm going to yell at, matter of fact, Cam, I need a shirt made that says Chicago. How you let Don Russell the rat run around? You send me the invoice, I take care of it. I feel it tonight. That's what I want to know. And I'm going to get a shirt made. A shirt made, dog. Because now enough is enough. Y'all got this man sitting behind bars and he don't know what the hell is going on. Y'all not going to do that to him. Y'all not going to do that to him. And oh, I fear, you know what? I know I'm going to get it. I know the church mother going to come and get me. But Don, how do you feel? How can you sleep at night knowing that New York was ready to give this man a bond and you stopped it? How do you feel? How do you sleep at night knowing that you sit with the feds every other day and eat lunch? Don. And I'm sorry. I know people ask me not to do this, but I'm sorry. For Kells I live and for Kells I die. And I'm going to keep it 100. The shit ain't right. And no, I'm not monetized, so I can cuss all the fuck I want. Y'all done got me pissed the fuck off here now. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Because your sorry ass need to be behind bars. And matter of fact, and I know the feds watching, and I'm going to say it just like 2 Chainz said it. I'm going to speak it because I know the feds watching. And trust me, your ass need to be in jail. Because you're trying to embezzle money and then trying to say Rob did it. Wait a minute. Where did I hear that in one of these indictments at? I believe it's called the RICO Act. So Don, who's really obstructing people? You got these folks brainwashed and all that. And I'm going to say this, Hollywood Next, I want you to take a look at this whole goddamn video. Dispute the facts that I just put out there. You can't. So you need to take this and every bitch, every herpy, whatever you call Azriel, you need to call that fat motherfucker. And I put that on everything I motherfucking love. If you do not persecute Don Russell the way you persecuted Azriel, that makes you a fraud. So I'm going to keep it 100. I'm drawing a wedge behind it now. I'm not coming at you wrong, Hollywood Next, but don't get it twisted. I'm not coming at you wrong, but I'm stating facts. If you're going to call out the players, we're going to call these dirty motherfuckers out. Now, in my Hollywood Next voice, y'all should thank me, y'all. Y'all Kelly supporters should thank me. I'm going to take this shit to Greenberg. I'm going to take it to the new lawyer. And I'm going to call Doug Antone and give it to him. So, hey, I don't care about you, Don. When you put me out there as a mole and everybody running with it, do me a favor, nigga, and mold these nuts. You belong behind bars. And I'm not going to stop until I see your fat ass locked up. Chicago, I got one thing to say to y'all. Don Russell is not an Atlanta problem because he's bought out of Atlanta. He can't come to Baltimore. He's bought out of Baltimore. So that make the rat y'all problem, Chicago. What do y'all do with Chicago? Keith T, I need that ball wash for this fat motherfucker. Trust and believe. I stand for Robert Sylvester Kelly. And I'm hurt that a motherfucker will lie like this to keep him locked up. At the end of the day, I'm done. I said all that I got to say. And I'm going to leave y'all with one thing. Rob, when you see this, I love you, Pop. You don't got to leak nothing else. Come home, do what you do, and let these dumb motherfuckers know that this is it. This is it. No more lying on you. And I'm leaving y'all with this.
Y'all better listen to this shit. Y'all better listen to this shit. This go bad right here. Baby, I do you wrong, baby. Oh, you wrong. Son of a baby. Oh, baby.
That's it, y'all. Gone. Thank y'all for joining.